Hello there, what's up? Do you ever wonder what dogs love? What do they like and dislike that we do? So you are not the only one. Dogs have many activities that make them happy and enjoy doing. It is simply a matter of instinct, nature and social preferences. So here are 14 things that dogs love the most. Eating while you watch them. Eating alone is something that some dogs just won't do. As food motivated as many dogs can be, it might be surprising to you, but it's true. Some dogs will only eat if their owner is in the room or standing next to them. In fact, it's quite common. Dogs are pack animals, and as such, they're all about doing everything as a group. They look to us for their cues, their comfort, pretty much everything. Some dogs, especially those who have spent extensive time in shelters or who have been neglected, have intense separation anxiety. They can't even handle being in a different room from their owner. This means that they will leave their food behind just to get that sense of security that comes with seeing their owner. Making the bed. Your dog probably goes through a ritual before going to sleep. He might paw, scratch, shape his beddings and turn around before finally lying down. If your dog's bed has blankets, he might even use his nose to create a tunnel under the blankets. When he does this, he is making his bed. Dogs love comfort just like people and will make their personal space as perfect and relaxing as possible. To achieve this, the simplest way is to walk in circles a few times, as if they were making their own nest. By doing this, dogs spread their scent in the area and make it clear that this is their territory. They also prepare the ground and temperature of the space. Music. Dogs undoubtedly love music. It stimulates them on an emotional and sensory level, and many people are surprised to find out that their favorite pets have a finely tuned ear. Classical music is calming for dogs. Heavy metal is agitating, but their favorite is vocal music. According to an article by Canine Corner's Stanley Coren, dogs have a sense of pitch and enjoy singing. Although their idea of hitting a musical note may be much different from ours. But one important thing, dogs can hear at higher frequencies than we can. So when you listen to music with your dog around, it's important to remember this. So now is the time to sing to your dog. Traveling. Dogs do not like to stay home, they like to feel included and taken everywhere, so traveling is one of the things dogs love. They will accompany you anywhere. Some dogs even get inside the suitcase of their human companions because they know that they are going to travel and want them to take them with them. Traveling with friends. When we exercise dogs in unfamiliar areas, they may love the challenge of all those new places and smells to explore. Many dogs are clearly joyful as they explore all this with us, their social groups. But when alone their response may be very different. Sleeping with you. This is one of the things dogs love in the world. Sleeping with their human companion symbolizes not only the best time of the day, but of life. Letting your dog spend the night with you in your bed makes them feel privileged and part of your world because you are including them in your most personal space. This does not mean that you let this become a habit or stop sleeping in your bed. However, do not isolate yourself from your dog, or close the door to your room every night while you leave them out. Toys of their own. Your dirtiest, stinkiest, sweatiest clothes. Your dog's favorite smell in the whole world is you. And the more of your body odor on something, the better, as evidenced by the number of times dogs have embarrassingly dragged out their owner's dirty underwear. Dogs have much stronger noses than ours, and for them, a shirt covered in your scent is one of the most comforting objects in the world. Just like you love your things, dogs really like to have things that belong exclusively to them. This includes their food bowls, dog bed, and especially their toys. What about when your things suddenly become their things? When a dog chews up your shoe, he may be trying to tell you he needs more toys or attention. To check their pee mail. It may not be your jam, but sniffing every dirty, smelly thing around is one of your pup's favorite activities, McHugh Grath says. When you take a walk, let them check their pee mail, catch up on all the changes in the neighborhood, or see what wild critters skittered by, she says. Dogs see the world through their noses, and love nothing more than when we give them time to sniff instead of rushing on walks. A consistent, predictable routine. Dogs appreciate routine, and it can be difficult for them to adjust to abrupt schedule changes, even just going from a weekday to weekend, Sklan says. Adding this can lead to behavior problems like chewing, barking, digging, or other destructive behaviors. Try to wake up, take them out, Feed them and exercise them at the same time every day, she recommends. Soothing, positive sounding words. Dogs can't really understand the words you're saying, but they sure can understand the tone of your voice and your expressions, Olshavsky says. So yelling at your dog won't help them understand you better, it will just make them upset, or it may even cause them to start barking, thinking you are trying to play a loud voice game with them. Here are the words and phrases dogs react to the most, monitoring their heart rate once each of the most common words were mentioned. It's no surprise that walkies scooped the top spot. Dinner/food/eat. Treat. Get it. Fetch. They want to be taken out for exercise. Vary the route and allow the dog to explore all the new smells. Being left in the yard is not enough because the dog will not run up and down like an athlete in training. They want to socialize. Exposing the dog to other dogs and people is a great way to socialize them. But make a few mistakes here and your dog will end up being either too aggressive or very shy. The dog needs to get used to other dogs so that she behaves well at dog fairs, community events, and when meeting other dogs during exercise. They need brain training. Maybe you thought that dogs just need physical exercise for a healthy body, but the dog also has a brain which can be stimulated through games, toys, and other devices. They want to investigate and discover using their brains and senses. You may want to play with her, but when she's on her own she would like to have a safe chew toy, for example. There are doggy board games and puzzles now available. Exposing your dog to new situations, sights and smells, such as going to the car wash, is also a good way to enrich her existence. Your dog is part of you in the same way that you are part of them. Being close to your side is one of the most common behaviors and is therefore another thing dogs love doing. These dogs are saying to all who approach, "Move, this human is mine." They do this to minimize as much distance as they can between you, and to transfer odors. Being productive. Dogs have a sense of natural purpose. They love accomplishing tasks and feeling useful, and, through this, valued. Our pets have a natural inclination to work, otherwise, they will feel bored and restless. Tasks include finding the newspaper, retrieving a ball, shepherding a flock of sheep. Literally anything that makes them recognized and rewarded. Having nothing to do can make your dog feel depressed and suppressed in their very nature. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and bye for now.